Hey Julites, you're most welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. Today you're going to look at how I installed this beautiful kinky edges style, okay? And like I just mentioned, the hair is called Kinky Edges from Sensational Units online. And I actually got it from Jewel Hair GH. This is how the hair looks in the package. Very, very bouncy. It's high fiber wig. One thing I love about high fiber wigs, the volume and the curl, whatever pattern it comes with, it does not move, it doesn't go anywhere. The lace is very, very, very smooth. It's lightweight. The knots are very thin, and it's actually HD lace. It also comes with an adjustable band, such that you'll be able to adjust it, and then some combs. Usually I don't like the combs because my scalp is very sensitive, so even though the combs are there, I take them off and then I go on ahead to tint my lace with my foundation. I'm using L'Oreal foundation in that small glass, but I can use any foundation that matches your skin tone. And then I go on ahead and fix the hair on my head. Look at how like curly the hair looks, right? And I love those small highlights. It gives like blonde, blondie nature. I haven't actually worn this color before, and with this particular installation, I felt so much in love. If you're on my TikTok, you've seen how I gleed over this hair. It's so beautiful. I was telling my husband here that the hair is so beautiful, like even before the installation. And you see the way the edges are like, yeah, it's like it's giving like natural edges. You see how our natural edges give, whether you have permed your hair or your hair is natural, it gives exactly that. And naturally my hair is very, very fine, and I've actually permed my hair, but it doesn't take away the fact that it gives natural, right? Over here what I'm doing is that the lace is more than my hairline, so I'm just trying to cut it so that it will fit directly on top of my ear, and in that way I cut it in that direction such that it sits directly on my ear. And I'm going to do the same thing over here, cutting it diagonally like that, okay, like in that direction. Is it 90 degrees or a little like 120 degrees, something like that? And then I cut it with my small scissors. You can equally use razor blade to do the cutting, whatever you are comfortable with. You do the cutting and you are good to go. Okay, that way it will make sure that your lace fits directly on your head, directly on your hairline as well, and you're not having any issues with pressing your ears and whatever. And I'm going to use this styler fix by Red by Kiss, their glue spray. It really holds, okay, it really holds. And the truth about this wig is that you don't necessarily have to do much, because you can equally wear it as a glueless wig. And I posted how glueless it is on my TikTok. But then if you really want to get it very secured on your head, especially you're gonna have a lot of rounds to do and you have a lot of places to go. Me, I work in the house, so usually I don't use glue, but for the purpose of this installation and for those who may be working outside and want to really have it secured all day all week, then you might as well go in with a little bit of glue spray. You can use a thick lace glue as well, but this wig is actually where to fit, so you don't need to do much. So I'm over here, I'm just drying the glue down, and once it's a little tacky, I go on ahead and fix the lace on it. And I was just telling my friend on the phone that the hair is so nice. I just couldn't get over the hair, like from the installation to the complete end or the results. I just couldn't get over the hair. So over here, you can see that I'm gently pressing the lace onto the glue with my fingers. You can equally use comb, okay? But that glue actually flakes. It flakes, like it flakes. But matter, what I say, I've bought it and I'm going to use it until it finishes. I'm not going to buy any other glue because I know how to finesse my way through. So if you ask me whether I really recommend that kind of glue or that like styler fix, for a beginner, no. But when it comes to its hold or its security, it really holds the lace. It holds everything down. But then it flakes, and I know how to go about the flakes. So if you're a beginner and you don't want to worry about flakes and how to take care of flakes, I wouldn't recommend that you get this kind of glue. Get a got to be glue spray, the one in the yellow can, or get an Ebin glue spray, the one in the black can, so that you're able to, you don't have to do any extra work when you are working your way out with the glue. Okay, so like I'm doing with the comb here, and by the time I'm maybe you'd see the flakes all over, but because I know how to finesse my way through, So yeah, just a little bit of disclaimer over there for you. I got your back. I'm going to tell you the products that work and the products that do not work, or the products that work but have issues and the products that do not work and have no issues. Okay. All right. So over here, I'm just still pressing my comb into the lace and making sure that I'm also brushing the edges so that it really blends together with the rest of the hair, because of the heat that comes out of the dryer. Okay, so it's like I'm trying to steam the edges so that it doesn't become too like too messy or too let me say too textured, because I really want it to appear as natural as possible. And if I don't apply a little bit of heat to the kinky, it's not going to give as you really want it to give. Okay, so that's just a bit of tip over there. And when you are also cutting the lace, make sure that you are leaving just a tiny bit of lace outside. Don't cut too close to the hairline, okay? Otherwise, it will look very, very bulgy at the hairline. It is going to look like a helmet on your hairline, and you don't want to look like that. You don't want it to look like that, okay? And on in the cutting, to make sure that you're cutting it in zigzag motion. Some people do cut it in straight line, and even with this kind of lace, you can cut it in straight line because it's an HD. So once you melt it, it's really going to give the natural looking like finish. So take what am I saying? Have it in mind that the lace you are working with is how you're going to determine how to cut the lace. So you cut it in a zigzag motion to mimic your natural hairline so that it's not as straight. If your lace is not as smooth and as natural looking as an HD or a Swiss lace, okay. But because this one is Swiss, because this one is HD lace, you can actually cut it in a straight line. But for me, whenever I'm working with the lace, I try as much as possible to cut it in a zigzag motion, regardless, okay. And then over here, I'm just trying to show you that those parts were lifting, but I use but I'm going to use the Ebin melting spray. I'm spraying it in this small container because I don't want to spray directly onto the hair, and I'm mixing it together with my bronzer powder, okay, so that it will give that natural hairline look, okay. And it actually also complements my skin. So use the bronzer you already use, or you can equally use a contour, not the darker shade, okay. So a contour, not the darker shade, mix it with your melting spray and use a brush to apply thoroughly at your hairline. Be very generous with it and go in with your dryer. Blow it on both hot and cold. So press it in with your comb and then have it very, very secured. Now when it comes to the melting, everyone has their way of melting. You can either use the elastic band to melt for say 5 minutes, but for the minimum you can go is 5 minutes, okay. But if you are working with a very good lace, you don't have to do 10 or 15 or 20 minutes because it will melt right away, okay. And this way comes in that feature. The lace is HD, so you don't struggle with melting. And as you can see, I keep combing the edges into the rest of the hair to really give it natural, to make it look more natural, okay. Again, this hair is from Jewel Hair GH. Yeah, if you want it, please reach out to her. She ships internationally as well, or she ships outside Ghana as well. Okay. Now I'm using my elastic band to do the melting, and I'm gonna melt it for just about 5 minutes. Like I mentioned, I don't have to do much because it's HD lace. Okay. And with this particular hair, you see the highlights. Like I there's nothing to describe here except to see and admire and decide whether you really want it for yourself. I just couldn't even come to a conclusion whether I want to do a side part, whether I want to do a center part, whether I want to do whatever part that I really want to do. Because it was given everything it was supposed to give at every point. Okay. So over here, I was just trying to play with it to see how I was going to do the styling. And to be honest, at the end of the day, I just decided to leave it as is. I just decided to leave it as is. And mind you, I haven't used any product on the hair except for the lace I was trying to melt. Okay. I haven't used any product here. I haven't used the hot comb. I haven't used a wax stick. I haven't used any spray on the hair except the glue spray at my hairline. Okay. So, and then I parted it to just for you to see how long the lace goes on top of my head so that you see where you can part. Eventually, I ended up pressing it with the hot comb but but I didn't show it in this video because it was later. But then over here, I'm just trying to show you where the lace is, how far you can part it to. You can do it in a center way, or you can do a center part. You can do it in a sideways part or a side part, however you decide to do the pattern, because it's a 13 by 6 closure. Okay, so you can part it anywhere you want it to be, like so I'm just showing it to you so that you have an idea of how it looks like. Okay, so yeah, this is how the this is how the Kinky Edges Sensational looks like. I hope it was helpful. Taking off the band, see how the hair is like. And I haven't even combed it, okay? I haven't even combed it, and this is how it looks like. It's given rich auntie, it's given the science student, it's given politician, it's given diploma, it's given an ambassador for Spain, it's given an ambassador for Switzerland. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, if you are new to this channel, my name is Juliana Amoateng. Over here, I do beauty, lifestyle, and Jesus. Okay, and it's been a long time I posted actually my Julites. Forgive me. I'm gonna start posting, and this is actually a good start. It's the month of July, beautiful month, my birth month, and I hope that you stay tuned for my subsequent videos on new hairstyles that I will be posting. I haven't neglected this channel, I promise you. I just didn't have a lot of time on my hands to be editing videos here and there, but by God's grace I found this video to be very helpful and thought that I could share the long form content with you guys. So if it's your first time, I'm excited to actually have you here. Please do subscribe, and if you love this video, you don't even have to subscribe, just like it for me. You don't even have to leave a comment, just like it for me. And if you think a friend would be helpful, just go on ahead and share. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Okay, all right, so thank you for watching. Do stay tuned for my next do stay tuned for my next tutorial on a closure sew-in quick weave. You're going to be surprised by that installation actually, and those of you on my TikTok might have probably seen or yet to see. Yeah, all right, do follow my other social media platforms. TikTok, the same name, Juliana Amoateng. Facebook, Instagram, Juliana Amoateng. Okay, and do check out my other hair tutorials in my hair playlist and my beauty tutorials in my other playlist. I will see you soon. Take care and God bless you. If you have any questions, I will be glad to answer. The list of products is in my description box. Have a good day and do have a blessed rest of the year. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.